home internet. And welcome to the middle game of three. Arkansas and Tennessee, the last two SEC regular season champions, off of a thrilling Razorback Game 1 win. Arkansas looks for a road series victory today in Knoxville. Thanks for spending part of your Sunday afternoon with us, Kevin Brown. Courtney Deifel's Razorbacks, who got just their second win of the year against a top 25 RPI team yesterday. 2-2 is right around the corner and strike three. 4 walks yesterday, the home run from Courtney Day as well. That 3-1's a little bit down, and it's another walk for the on-base machine, Regan Kramer. And a run scored against Pickens, but insane numbers. Lofted into right by Wyckoff. That's Gabby Leach for the second out, and we'll get our first look at Bri Ellis today. Not your typical. Another 2-2. Ellis is jammed and still muscles it up the middle. It doesn't need to be right in the hit-me zone for Bri Ellis to see at Arkansas. And she has had an All-American type of start, slugging .865 with 10 homers and 41 driven in. But she's going to strike out on a timer violation. She was not in the box by the time she needed to be with the.
Had really good moments against one of the best offenses in the country.
Fiedler, a little looper to short, and she's thrown out at first. That ball was deemed to have hit the dirt. And Italia.
2 freshmen throwing 3 different speeds and try to keep these offenses off balance with those change of speeds, and then move the ball up with her rise ball. It's actually the pitch that she'll go to the most in terms of percentages is that rise ball. Really good jump there, set up by depth that adding those 2 teams creates in this conference. Just 2 teams really makes a difference.
Gibson is the first Tennessee base runner with 2 down. This ball fisted to short and caught by Rijos. So 2 freshman starters with 2 scoreless innings in this SEC middle game. But you said it, these are literally the 2 teams that played for the national title, Oklahoma and Texas. On the ground to third from McDowell, and a nice play by Taylor Pannell to throw her out. When you add those traditional powerhouses, Arizona is in the Big 12. That ball shot right under the glove of Gibson. Italia Rijo will reach on a 1-out hit.
When they had the best pitcher in the country on their team for her freshman and sophomore years.
Pannell right up against the dugout, makes a play for Tennessee with just enough room.
The only way we knew that she caught it was hearing the crowd on the first base side give her a cheer because she was hidden over there. Wanted to track that down. Had a lot of time, found the netting, stretched her body out behind her and came.
Look.
Yeah, she does. She's long, spins the ball very well.
Down to third, kicked by Pannell, and couldn't get it there in time. Kennedy Miller beats it out, and this Tennessee infield continued looking in the first. Her first swing of the game, it's off the glove of the third baseman Pannell. And Arkansas, for the second straight game, opens the scoring in the second. 36% of the runs they've allowed are unearned. And another walk. Kramer has walked twice in the game, and they're loaded up for Carly Wyckoff. First, here's her 28th of the second with the bases full. Wyckoff out in front again, looped into right. Arkansas leaves them loaded and strands Ellis on deck. But once again, it's
Tennessee started to take that pitch just like that. So in the prior at bat, she had elevated that pitch a little bit to throw it for a strike, and you could just kind of tell that maybe they're just going to go ahead and start.
Move down a couple of spots in the order to 6 today. First pitch swing, and the third baseman McDowell cleans it up.
Karen Weekly told us this week, I don't feel like you can develop your identity.
I'm just thinking about what he's saying.
Left side, that ball's rocketed by Leach, but right to Kramer.
Really good swing on that changeup, though.
For the sophomore Bella Faw.
And Fall will go after the first pitch on the ground to McDowell. So 2 first pitch outs, and Burnham retires 3 in a row after the leadoff walk.
Yeah, you could tell that Karen's frustrated with the umpires that she had to use one of her challenges on this, something that seemed kind of obvious to her. Felt like the umpires should have picked that up live, and they did not.
All right. That was useful. I mean, it was worth the challenge, obviously. One 9 years old on the 10U team, so there you go. Every home run she's hit from age 9 all the way to now. And Molly's going to have to track a double here. A little blooper that fell in between 3 Tennessee defenders. And Sister Ellis at second. Day rips one to left. That's caught by Samaya Morgan. And Aaron Newer's got the first out of the inning. Jams McDowell over to second. Thrown out by Mueller. Ellis takes third. Well, you can't spot a Tennessee pitcher. That's one thing that is around these parts. 2-1, drilled in the left. Italia Rijo will knock that one to the fence and jog on into second with Arkansas's second double of the inning.
4 runs.
And a drive to left by Carly Davison. That ball's over the fence. Davison on the first pitch with a 2-run home run continues a sensational weekend. It is 4-0 Arkansas. Just jumping on Aaron Newer early on Rocky Top. The freshman Aaron Newer with a 2-out rally. Sage Marjetko will take over after this swing from Davison.
Harley Davidson has had tremendous at-bats all the way from the bottom of the lineup in the 8th hole. Love the celebration in the background. Her teammates and coaching staff getting pumped for that swing right there.
Called the Pac-12 tournament.
That we only had for a couple of years, and we really liked it, and then it went away.
I know.
The Pac-12 went away.
Missed the Conference of Champions. Marjetko strikes out Miller, but the damage is done. Mistakes, 1 in each of those innings, second and third. That's a good way to start it, as Samaya Morgan out of the 9 spot slaps one to left. And a little bolt of lightning sent. They're being pushed right now. Left center field, and a great diving catch made. Reagan Johnson robs her counterpart Fiedler of a hit.
Runs their defense, and they do a lot of defensive shifts.
There goes Morgan, and she takes second, running on the first pitch. Samaya Morgan
In that meeting, so interested to see what she does with this AB.
She pops it up to right and flies out to Wyckoff.
Bonds and trying to create some momentum.
And the momentum stays in the Razorback dugout. Should be a pretty happy Courtney Deifel joining us, transferring over from South Carolina. Johnson slaps one back to the circle.
Well, they've really relied on Carlin Pickens against ranked opponents coming. Gets a voucher for the foul ball he caught.
What do you get on that voucher?
Maybe a little drink, maybe a little concession stand food.
That'd be great.
Gave it up to a young fan. KB Sides from Alabama a couple of years ago, SEC Player of the Year. Wyckoff, one of those transfers, will go down swinging before another one of those transfers. Bree Ellis comes up.
Play on a pop-up bunt.
And Ellis pops this one up to first.
So 2 for 3 game for Ellis. Lady Vols need some runs. We'll hear from their head coach, Karen Weekly, coming up. This league, which is just a behemoth upon a behemoth. On the ground to Rijo. Nugent is retired. Peyton Burnham still twirling a one-hitter with a couple of walks here. So there are no easy games. Popped up again by Rodriguez. If Karen Weekly wanted conviction, I'm not sure she's seen much of it in these first 2 at-bats.
A lot to do with
Sheldon High School in Eugene, back-to-back state champion there. Burnham strikes out Mueller, got her to chase. A 1 for Laura Mueller. Mueller struck out swinging to end the bottom of the 4th, and she's promptly removed. That pitch grazed Courtney Day, so the Razorbacks have a leadoff base runner for a second straight inning.
And this to me looks like a completely different team here in Knoxville.
2-2 freezes McDowell, a strikeout for Peyton Tanner.
Goes for the curveball and
See the flagpoles in center field. 8 pitches high, so a dropped pop-up in foul ground. A home run, 3 RBIs in the series. Way to back on this one, it's a pop-up for an infield fly, and out number 2. Only sophomore in the lineup for Arkansas. Well, golf one, 2 of the warning track and left. It's a scoreless inning for Peyton Tanner. Bottom 3 coming up for Morgan's 3rd inning single, the only hit. And the first pitch of the 5th popped into left. That drops in. Base hit for Gabby Leach, who stretches it into 2. Certainly running with conviction after the well-placed blooper.
he's changing speeds, going both up and down in the zone.
That's squared to right. Pretty soft line drive for Davison.
A lot of weak.
Only 2 hits with runners on base yet. The Gibson home run yesterday and the RBI double from Nugent. Morgan goes down swinging on 3 pitches. 3rd strikeout for 1-2 for Fiedler again. Fair territory this time. Kramer will get to it. A leadoff double, no problem for Peyton Burnham.
Gibson Wharton work well together.
Johnson thrown out by the shortstop, Bella Fall, who's re-entered the game.
And Danielle Gibson, of course, there she is, left hand.
Reagan Kramer has 3 walks today. Career high would be 4. And there it is. She has 4 of Arkansas's 5 with somebody who was number 99 named Jimmy. So she just became Jimmy. She said some of the younger girls that were in our organization have no idea my name's not actually Jimmy. Yesterday showed that she's more than just a power hitter. Faw fighting the sun here will make the catch, and Ellis is 2 for 4. 2 scoreless for Tanner. Big hitters coming up for Tennessee, trying to get back into this.
In this game.
Well, there's a 4-pitch walk to Panel. And for the 3rd time, actually the 4th time in the last 5 innings, Tennessee. A really slow offensive series for Tennessee. Gibson trying to change that. Strikes out swinging instead. Throw back to first is late, but Peyton Burnham picks up. Nugent reaches out, slaps one through the right side. For the first time today, Tennessee ripped to 3rd and caught by McDowell. Boy, that is Just some rotten luck on a ball that was squared up pretty well.
Chase that pitch out of the zone.
And she got her to do it again. Burnham dodges a rally, strikes out a pair.
Down ahead to the 7th.
You saw them against Oklahoma last week. And they have looked like a totally different team. And this ball is off to the train tracks from Courtney Day. Clear in the Smoky Mountains backdrop. And there are just not many hitters in the country who can do what Courtney Day can do. They look a lot closer the first time you walk in from here, but my gosh, that is some big-time power. I mean, we saw this for 3 years at Texas.
At a weird time, but Ratliff going to bat for one of her best friends.
Rijo works a walk, 6th of the game for Arkansas. She's fit in, Courtney Deifel said. Absolutely from day one, she has been herself. Healthy, happy, and putting on a great show this weekend here in Knoxville.
Well, and she was getting their approach off of Carlin Pickens and immediately making a statement with their confidence in the box against her.
That's 3 straight walks, 8 in the game now.
To me, shifted the mindset of Carlin Pickens in that game.
For the left side, Reagan Johnson came into this game with 4 ribbies on the season, and she's knocked in 2 today. It's 6-0. Full count. Arkansas hitters have been in the series. Kramer does not walk for a 5th time. She's finally retired.
Through last night, pushing 160.
Wyckoff down the line and right. That is a fair ball and big trouble. 2 runs in, and Courtney Deifel with a late decision to hold Johnson at 3rd, but now Wyckoff's in a pickle. Johnson's coming home, and she is called out. Courtney Deifel will instantly signal for a challenge, though. It's a 2-run double.
Looks to me, it's close, by the way, to see if her hand got in there before the tag, but also it kind of looked like
the call on the field has been changed. The runner is safe. This is Arkansas's first challenge.
I mean, that's the only look that you need right there.
Against the back-to-back SEC champions, Tennessee. And Aaron comes in and walks Gabby Leach. And their 9 runs have come with 2 outs. So it's not going to be a run rule win, but it's going to be a win by a run rule type of margin for Arkansas, which is already tied at the last couple of years. There's a bunt. And it's a bunt hit. Oh, and then Leach overruns the bag. Oh, boy. 3-2, slapped through the left side. There's a base hit for Kinsey Fiedler. I'll say this, if it is Robin Herron, at least Tennessee can feel a little bit better going into tomorrow. Be that elusive World Series appearance. 3-1 hit by pitch of Taylor Pannell. Or maybe they hit the bat.
Gold in there.
Gibson, center field, and caught by Rijo. It's a Razorback shutout and a series win in Knoxville. Arkansas wins game 2, 9-0, and the Arkansas Razorbacks, the first team to win an SEC series at Tennessee since they did it 3 years ago, as these Road Warriors charge on with a chance at a series sweep tomorrow night.
Look, winning series in the SEC is difficult, but winning SEC road series is even more difficult. So what a stat by Arkansas, their ability to go on the road, play consistent softball, and bring their own energy. And in Knoxville, like the way that they have the past couple of days, going for a sweep tomorrow.
It snaps a streak, Amanda, of 10 straight SEC series wins for the Tennessee Lady Vols. And there's going to be a long wait between today and tomorrow night's game, and probably a lot of soul searching